In this video, we will look at importing and exporting two types of files, OBJ files and GeoJSON files. Local storage is a way of getting around some of the restrictions imposed by browsers. Local storage gives Mobius a way of saving and reading files on your hard disk. When importing files, you can import either from local storage or from the web. Importing from local storage has drawback with regards to sharing Mobius scripts. If you share your script with someone else, they are unlikely to have the same file in their local storage. As a result, when they run the script, they will get an error message about the missing file. Importing from a URL will overcome this. When exporting files, you can export either to local storage or to the hard disk on your computer. In the latter case, a dialog box will open up asking you to set the file name and location. The files on your hard disk may of course be synced with an online repository such as Dropbox. OBJ files can be imported and exported using the io.import and io.export function. When importing from an OBJ file, OBJ entities are mapped to Mobius entities. In the example line of code, a file is imported from local storage. The table shows the mapping of entities. Note that groups in the OBJ file are mapped to collections in Mobius. The OBJ file only allows for a few predefined attributes. These include vertex positions, vertex colors, and vertex normals. The vertex positions are mapped to the Mobius XYZ attribute on positions. The colors and normals are mapped to Mobius vertex attributes. When exporting to an OBJ file, Mobius entities are mapped to OBJ entities. The table shows the mapping of entities. Collections of polylines and polygons are mapped to OBJ groups. Most attributes in the Mobius model will get discarded. Only the XYZ coordinates, colors, and normals will get exported. The export function provides two approaches to doing this, by positions or by vertices. These two approaches affect how welded entities get exported. Exporting by positions means that Mobius positions get mapped to OBJ vertices. With this approach, entities that were welded in Mobius will also be welded in the OBJ file. The colors from welded Mobius vertices will be averaged and transferred to the OBJ vertices. Exporting by vertices means that Mobius vertices get mapped to OBJ vertices. With this approach, entities that were welded in Mobius will become unwelded in the OBJ file. The colors from Mobius vertices will be directly transferred to the OBJ vertices. Once the geolocation has been set, GeoJSON data can be imported. Relevant data may be downloaded from various sources. For example, government web portals often have geospatial data that can be downloaded. The data may need to be filtered and cleaned up. AGIS tools such as QGIS can be used for this. The GeoJSON data can then be imported using the io.import function. Note that the GeoJSON data should use the WGS84 projection. The table shows how GeoJSON entities are mapped to Mobius entities. Note that the multi-entities are mapped to collections. In the importing process, the geographical coordinates are mapped to the Cartesian coordinate system. This mapping will be based on the geolocation and north direction of the Mobius file. The imported entities will automatically appear in their correct geographical location. This can be verified the GeoViewer. In addition, all GeoJSON attributes will be imported. The attributes will be visible in the attribute table. Mobius data can also be exported to GeoJSON. In the process, the Cartesian coordinates will be mapped to geographical coordinates. Only the Mobius attributes on points, polylines, and polygons will be exported. All other attributes will be discarded. This is because the GeoJSON format does not support these other attributes.